France, with its rich tapestry of culture and history, harbors dark corridors where shadows whisper tales of horror. Among these shadows lurk the chilling figures of serial killers whose gruesome deeds have scarred the collective memory of the nation. This essay delves into the lives and crimes of four of the most notorious French serial killers: Guy Georges, Michel Fourniret, Emile Louis, and Thierry Paulin. Each of these individuals has left an indelible mark on French society and its criminal justice system. By examining their backgrounds, methods, and the aftermath of their crimes, we gain insights into the darker facets of human nature and the societal triggers that may foster such dangerous paths. This exploration is necessary, unsettling, and informative. As we venture into these grim narratives, prepare to confront the chilling realities of these shadowy figures. Guy Georges, infamously known as the Beast of Bastille, terrorized Paris in the 1990s with a series of brutal assaults and murders. His modus operandi typically involves stalking young women, gaining their trust, and then savagely attacking them in their own homes. Georges' reign of terror highlighted his deep-seated hatred for women, a trait that psychologists attribute to his turbulent and abusive childhood. His criminal activities began with petty thefts and escalated to violent rapes and murders. The breakthrough in the case came with the advent of DNA testing, which ultimately linked him to multiple crime scenes, leading to his arrest in 1998. His capture brought relief to Paris, but also opened discussions on improving forensic methods in France. The case of Guy Georges is a stark reminder of the dualities that can exist within a person: the charming exterior and the monstrous interior. Michel Fourniret, dubbed the Ogre of the Ardennes, was one of France's most cold-hearted serial killers, whose criminal career spanned decades. Fourniret's methodical approach to selecting and disposing of his victims was chillingly meticulous. He often targeted young women and girls, luring them under various pretenses before kidnapping and murdering them in secluded locations. His marriage to Monique Olivier, who shared and supported his sinister inclinations, marked the beginning of a horrifying partnership in crime. Fourniret's capture in 2003 was as dramatic as his crimes. Under interrogation, Fourniret confessed to numerous murders, revealing the depth of his depravity. The case of Michel Fourniret not only exposed the horrors committed by him, but also the disturbing possibility of such predators existing undetected within society. Section 4. The Vanisher, Emile Louis. Emile Louis's crimes are particularly disturbing due to their connection with vulnerable members of society. Operating in the Yonne department of Burgundy, Louis preyed on young girls, many of whom were from disadvantaged backgrounds or had mental health issues. His ability to blend into society as a bus driver and local acquaintance made his sinister activities all the more deceptive and treacherous. It was only in the late 1990s, when families of the disappeared started to connect the dots, that the focus turned towards Louis. Emile Louis was finally arrested in 2000, and his trial brought to light the disturbing extent of his predatory behavior. His case sparked widespread outrage, particularly concerning the systemic failures that allowed him to exploit his victims unchecked for so long. Section 5. The Monster of Montmartre. Thierry Paulin. Thierry Paulin, also known as the Monster of Montmartre, is a figure that looms large in the annals of French criminal history for his brutal crimes against elderly women in the 1980s. Paulin's method of operation was gruesomely straightforward. He targeted older women living alone, whom he perceived as easy victims, and subjected them to violent attacks during robberies. Born in Fort-de-France, Martinique in 1963, Paulin moved to Paris, where he initially led a relatively unremarkable life. However, under financial pressure and influenced by a severe drug addiction, he embarked on a deadly path that would eventually lead to multiple murders. Paulin was finally apprehended in 1989 after a series of investigations linked him to the heinous crimes. His case highlighted the complex psychological profiles of serial killers and the challenges in detecting and apprehending such individuals. Section 6. Impact on French society and criminal justice reflections. The chronicles of French serial killers such as Guy Georges, Michel Fourniret, Emile Louis, and Thierry Paulin have left a lasting impact on French society and its criminal justice system. Each case not only stirred profound public emotion, but also prompted significant legal and procedural reforms aimed at preventing similar atrocities. The horror evoked by these killers spurred advancements in forensic technologies and methodologies, particularly in the realms of DNA analysis and psychological profiling. These cases have also initiated important conversations about the societal factors that contribute to the development of such extreme criminal behavior. Issues such as child abuse, social isolation, and the treatment of mental health are now more prominently addressed within the context of crime prevention strategies. On a broader scale, the stories of these serial killers have challenged the French public's perceptions of safety and trust in their communities. The realization that such predators can live undetected among the population has heightened societal vigilance and altered the way people interact with their environment. Reflecting on these dark chapters in French history underscores the importance of a robust and responsive criminal justice system.